Do you know why some disabled people can become famous runners? Do you know why blind people can become famous writers? Do you know why a deaf person can become a famous pianist? Do you know why there are so many people with disabilities in this world who are so passionate about living their lives? Do you know why there are so many simple people whose lives are actually happy? And do you know why there are so many people in the world who underestimate themselves, who always feel their life is full of misfortune, who are always disappointed with their life, whose life is full of stress and depression, who always feel they are a failure? And do you know why there are so many people who actually have material abundance, but their lives are still unhappy? The answer is very simple. Because our hearts don't change. Because we don't dare to accept change, because we are not committed to changing ourselves. Because we are afraid that the comfort will disappear when we decide to change. Because we feel we will lose big if we change. In fact, the opposite is true. We will lose big if forever we remain in the wrong position, unless we have decided to become human stone. A stone man who has no heart and is only waiting for the time when he will be left out. Once we are determined to change and reform ourselves for the better, once we decide to carry out a total self-reformation and revolution, then gratitude will flow by itself. The nature of demanding others will gradually decrease, and the nature of forgiving and forgiving will increase along with it. As time goes by, love will begin to radiate, and wisdom will begin to flow as soon as we open the door of our hearts for change. Keep in mind, we cannot demand that others continue to change according to our wishes. Superiors cannot forever demand subordinates to change and vice versa. Husbands cannot forever demand that their wives change and vice versa. Parents cannot forever demand that their children change and vice versa. In short, we can't demand other people to change. It would be much wiser if we commit to change first. We must be an example for those around us. We can't change the world if we can't change the life order of the country. How can it be possible to change the fundamentals of the country if the people are apathetic? How can society change if every family in it is still full of strife and strife? And how can a family change if every member is busy accusing and blaming each other? In short, we are the ones who have to change first. Start changing our hearts first before changing the world. Dare to change will make us strong and ready to adapt in all circumstances and possibilities, even the bitterest ones. Don't be a strong person, stubborn, insistent and just want to win alone. But be a person who is committed to continuing to grow, develop, and have good adaptability. Thus, our human side as a human being will be perfectly formed gradually. Let's start changing ourselves for the better.